Okay, students, good morning. In the today's class, we will discuss how to develop the pressure gauge equation between the 2 points when the fluid is flowing in a single pipe, okay, or in the 2 different pipes. Okay, let us take, this is a pipe, a single pipe. Okay, the fluid is flowing or the liquid is flowing in this pipe of specific gravity S1. Okay, let us consider 2 points in this pipe, that is A and B, and 2 ends of the manometer are connected to the point A and B. Okay, here our aim is to know what is the difference in pressure head between the points A and B, or if it is required to know the difference in pressure head between the 2 points in a pipeline when a same fluid is flowing inside the pipe, that is fluid of specific gravity S1. Okay, here the manometric fluid used is air. Okay, air is a manometric fluid. Okay, so this is the manometric fluid or manometric liquid. This is the arrangement to know the difference in pressure head between the 2 pipes, between the 2 points in a single pipe. Suppose if we have 2 pipes, okay, running parallel to each other. So this is one pipe, this is another pipe. These 2 pipes are running perpendicular to the board. This is the whatever I have shown here, they are the cross sections of the pipe. Suppose 2 ends of the manometer tube are connected at point A and at point B. So here we want to know what is the pressure head difference between the points A and B or at 2 different pipes. So today's class we will discuss how to know the pressure head difference between the 2 points in a single pipe of fluid specific gravity S1. And also we will discuss to know the pressure head difference between 2 points of 2 separate pipes running parallel to each other. Okay, these are the cases. So for these 2 cases or for these cases we will discuss how to measure or how to develop the gauge equation. Both are the same cases, only difference is here there is a single pipe and these 2 points are marked on the same pipeline, and here we are interested to know the difference in pressure between the point A and B. Here there are 2 pipes running parallel to each other. This is point A of pipe A, this is point B of pipe B. Suppose this is pipe A and this is pipe B, and in both the pipes same liquid. Okay, this is very important. Same liquid is flowing of specific gravity S1. Okay, suppose this is a manometric tube. So now, as I told, to develop the gauge equation, you start from either point A or point B. Let us start from point A. So pressure head, okay, pressure head at point A is PAW S1. PAW S1. What is S1? S1 is the specific gravity of the fluid. Okay, specific gravity of the fluid which is running inside the pipe. Okay, W is the specific weight of the water. PA is the pressure intensity at the point A. Okay, now this is the pressure intensity, pressure head at point A. Pressure head at point A is equal to PA by WS1. Next, okay, the fluid is going to rise in this manometric limb up to point C because of the pressure intensity at point A. So now next is pressure intensity pressure head at point C. So this is equal to what? Okay, now we want to know the pressure head at point C. So pressure head at point C is equal to pressure head at point A, then this height. Okay, so as I have told in the last class, if you want to know the pressure head at the next point of point A, if the next point is above the present point, or the pressure head where you know the pressure head. So at point A we know what is the pressure head. So the next point is lying above. So the pressure head at point C is equal to pressure head at point A, that is PA WS1. So next point is lying above the point A. C is lying above the point A. So you can make the use of minus sign minus this height, that is y. So this is the pressure head at point C. Now at the same level you can consider another point C dash in the next limb. So that is the next limb of the manometric tube. So that is C dash. Observe C and C dash, both are lying on the same horizontal line. So pressure head at C dash is equal to pressure head at point C dash is equal to PA. Pressure head at point C dash is equal to pressure head at point C dash is equal to pressure head at point C. Whatever pressure head at point C is, PA by W S1 minus Y, because points C and C dash are lying on same horizontal line. Okay, so whatever pressure head you are getting at point C, you are getting same pressure head at point C dash. Okay, next it is required to know what is the pressure head at point D. So pressure head at point D. This is equal to, okay, pressure head at point C dash is PA by WS1 minus Y, and between the point C dash and D there is a compressed air, because the manometric fluid what we have considered is air. This column is a compressed air column, hence the specific gravity of the air is very, very small, it is negligible. So whatever pressure head you are getting C dash, you are getting same pressure head at point D. So at point D, pressure head is PA WS1 minus Y. Okay. Specific gravity of air is negligible. Okay, now this pressure head at point D, it is in terms of, this pressure head is in terms of fluid of specific gravity S1. Okay, this is the equation. Okay, or you can call it is equation 1. In this equation 1 is pressure head equation or gauge equation in terms of fluid of specific gravity S1. So now what is the pressure head at point D at point D. In terms of water, if you want to know this pressure head in terms of water, you multiply by S1. What is S1? S1 is the specific gravity of the fluid which is running inside the pipe. So it is PA by W minus Y S1. So you can call this as equation A. This as equation A. Okay, so this is the equation A gives you what? Equation A gives you the pressure gauge equation in terms of water. In terms of water. So let us start from point B. Okay, pressure head at point B at point B is equal to PB divided by WS1, PB by WS1, because same fluid is piping inside the pipe. Now pressure head at point D, okay, at this point. Okay, pressure head at point B is PB by WS1. See the next point D, it is lying above the point B, so you can make the use of minus sign plus this height. Okay, this height is equal to what? This is height equal to, this total height is Y and this height is S, so this height is Y minus H. Y minus H. So this is Y minus H. Okay, this is the pressure head in terms of liquid of specific gravity S1. Okay, now if you want to know the pressure head at point D in terms of liquid of specific gravity S1. Okay, now pressure head at point D, in terms of water, you multiply this equation by S1. So this is equal to PB by W minus Y S1 plus, because this is minus Y, this minus sign when you have taken out inside the bracket, it is plus minus plus H S1. So this is equation B. So now you see the equation A and B. See the equation A and B. Okay, both are the pressure heads. Equation A gives you the pressure head at point D in terms of water. Then the equation B also gives you the pressure head at point D in terms of water. So you can equate equation A and B, equating equations A and B, because both equations are giving pressure intensities or pressure head intensity or pressure head at point A and B in terms of water. Okay, because equations A and B gives you the pressure head at point D in terms of water, and equation B gives you the pressure head in terms of water at point D. Hence you can equate A and B. Okay, equating equations A and B, so that is PA by W minus YS1. This is equal to PB by W minus YS1 plus HS1. Okay, so this terms cancels because this is minus YS1. When I am taking this to the right hand side, it is plus YS1. So minus YS1 plus YS1 cancels. So PA by W minus PB by W, this is equal to HS1. So this gives you the pressure head difference between points A and B. This is equal to HS1. If you want to know difference in pressure intensity, PA minus PB, you take W this side, this is WHS1. So this is equation C, this is equation D. So equation C gives you the difference in pressure head between the points A and B, and equation D gives you the difference in pressure intensities between the point A and B. Okay, this is the case 1. Here we have used the fluid as the manometric fluid as the air. Okay, and the manometric fluid is the air, and this manometer we are using to measure the pressure difference or pressure head difference, PA by PB, or pressure head difference between point A and B in the same pipe, or between the two pipes which are running parallel to each other between at point A and at point B, but the same fluid is flowing in both the pipes or in this single pipe. That is the fluid flowing inside the pipe. That is very important. If the different fluids are flowing at point A and B, then this equation not holds good. So you have to develop one more gauge equation. Okay, so this is the case where we have considered the fluid or the liquid, same liquid flowing inside the pipe A and also inside the pipe B, and the specific gravity of that fluid is S1. Here the single pipe but same fluid is flowing, so the specific gravity of that fluid is S1. So these are the gauge equations. Okay, next case, this is the case 1. Okay, so these manometers are the measuring devices. So whenever you are coming to the institute, then we will take you to the fluid mechanics lab and we will show these manometers and how to connect the both ends of the manometers at point A and B, or of two pipes at point A and B. Okay, so whenever the college is going to reopen, then you are going to visit the institution, then we will take you to fluid mechanics lab and we will show the manometers, different types of manometers. Okay, this is the inverted U-tube manometer. Now the next case, that is the case 2. Okay, case 2. Okay, let us consider the case 2. So in that case, instead of air, you can take mercury as the manometric fluid. Okay, suppose this is the manometric fluid. Okay, this is the case 2. Okay, so mercury here, manometric fluid is mercury. manometric fluid is mercury. Okay, similarly here also you can take fluid, manometric fluid is mercury. So you can take specific gravity of this is S2. So specific gravity of mercury is S2. Okay, students, now we will discuss for case 2. In the case 1, we have considered the manometric fluid in the manometer is air. In this case, that is case 2, you consider the manometric fluid is mercury of specific gravity S2. This is the single pipe. In this figure, we have considered the single pipe of fluid, which is the fluid which is flowing inside the pipe is of specific gravity S1, and here we are interested to know what is the pressure head difference between point A and B, or pressure intensity difference at point A and B. So same manometer, we are connected to two pipes. So in this figure we are considered two pipes. Okay, both pipes are running at the same line or the perpendicular to this board, means both pipes are running parallel, and in both the pipes the flowing liquid is same, that is the fluid which is flowing inside the pipe A and fluid which is running inside the pipe B is same, hence the specific gravity of that fluid is S1. Okay, for this case, how to develop the gauge equation? Okay, let us again you start from point A. Pressure head at point A is equal to PA by WS1. Okay, PA by WS1. Now, consider the next point C. Next point C is lying above the point A, so you can make the use of negative sign. So, pressure head at point Soccer sir, class to 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ರೀ. Okay, next is what is the pressure head at point C? Okay, pressure head at point C is equal to pressure head at point A, that is PA WS1. Since the next point C is lying above the point A, so you can make the negative sign. This head. Okay, but same fluid is flowing or rising in the manometric tube up to the point C, so it is minus y. Okay, next now C and C dash are lying at the same horizontal line, so whatever pressure head you are getting at point C, you are getting same pressure head at point C dash. So pressure head at point C dash is equal to PA by WS1 minus y. Okay, now pressure head at point C dash is equal to PA by WS1 minus y. Okay, now you see carefully. In the earlier case, we have considered the manometric fluid is air, hence specific gravity of air is very, very small, so we have neglected. But here, the manometric fluid, what we have used is mercury. Okay, so you can consider this head, that is whenever you want to know the pressure head at point D, pressure head at point D is pressure head at point C dash, pressure head at point C dash is PA by WS1 minus Y. See now the next point D is lying below the point C dash, so you can take positive sign, then ratio of the specific gravities of the fluids 1 and 2, that is S2 by S1 and this head H. Okay, this is the pressure head at point D in terms of pressure head at point D in terms of fluid of specific gravity S1, Okay, now if you want to know the fluid in terms of fluid pressure head in terms of water, you multiply by this, by the specific gravity of water, or sorry, specific gravity of fluid which is flowing in the pipe, that is you multiply by S1. Okay, multiply by S1 this equation. Okay, PA multiplying by S1, so you are getting PA by W minus YS1 plus HS2. Okay, write this as equation A. This gives you pressure head in terms of water. Pressure head in terms of water of specific gravity S is equal to 1, or you can take SW. Okay, SW is what? It is the specific gravity of the water. So equation A gives you the pressure head at point D in terms of water. So now let us start from point B. Pressure head at point B. What is the pressure head at point B? It is PB by WS1, because same fluid, it is a single pipe, same fluid is flowing at both the points A and B, so PB by WS1. Now, what is the pressure head at point D? Pressure head at point D is pressure head at point B plus this height, that is Y minus H. Since the point D is lying above the point B, you can take negative sign. So pressure head at point D is equal to WS1 PB by WS1 minus Y minus H. This gives you the pressure head in terms of fluid, in terms of liquid of specific gravity S1. Okay, now next is pressure head in terms of water. If you want to know pressure head in terms of water, you multiply this by the specific gravity of the liquid, that is by S1. Multiplying by S1, so it is PB by W minus YS1 plus HS2. So this is your equation D. Equation D. Okay, now observe equation A and B. both are pressure heads in terms of water, and both are the pressure heads at point D. So pressure head at point D, equation A gives you the pressure head at point D in terms of water, but the starting point is A. Okay, pressure, then the equation B gives you the pressure head at same point D. Okay, but the starting point is B. This is also gives in terms of water. So now both equation A and B are the pressure heads in terms of water. So you can equating A and B, equations A and B. So you are getting equation A from PA by W minus Y S1 plus H S2. Okay, this is equal to PB by W minus Y S1 plus H S2. This is HS1. Sorry, this is HS1, this is HS1. Okay, so now PA by W, taking this PB by W, this is equal to minus YS1 plus HS1. This is taking to right hand side, it is plus YS1 minus HS2. So this cancels. So you are getting, this is HS1, this minus YS1 plus YS1 cancels. Therefore PA by W minus PB by W is equal to HS1 minus HS2. Therefore PA by W minus PB by W. So you can take H is the common, S1 minus S2. Okay, this is the pressure head difference. This equation gives you the pressure head difference between the points A and B when mercury is used as a manometric tube, or the pressure intensity difference PA minus PB is equal to WH S1 minus S2. Okay, this is equation C. Equation D. Equation C gives you the pressure head difference between points A and B, and equation D gives you the pressure intensity difference between the points A and B. Okay, like this you have to develop the gauge equation.